Just reminding you that tomorrow's meeting commences at 3 o'clock. It's a 3 o'clock start for the second of the 2 days here at Kinsale. Runners now going back into line for this Ladies Open. Your last chance to get a bet on before the starter calls him in again. White flag, and that's it, Open Racing. So this is the feature of the night, the Open Lightweight Lady Riders race, sponsored by KPMG. Even money favourite at the off is Penny Out. This one in a colour change to your programme. It's in mauve and yellow diamonds as they clear the first of 14 fences. And away from that first fence is the second favourite, She's Chancy, and Liz Doyle, who leads. She's Chancy from 10 Shook Men in second. In third place then, travelling up there, is Lakeside Lad, one of the two Martin Hurley runners in the field, this one wearing the red cap. Penny Out settles in fourth. Back in behind these then in the fifth place through the early exchanges is Rory's Comet. And then you've got Mucky Man in sixth, a break of 3 or 4 lengths then to Amacane Leader, who in turn is clear from the rest of the field, and they currently are headed as they go towards the next fence by Storm 10. So as they pop over the third fence, and we have lost one at that fence. I think it's Storm 10 who's out there. Storm 10, I think, unshipped Aileen Sloan Lee after that fence. Slowly getting to her feet after that tumble. The rest of the field now make the turn and come on to the fourth. And that's She's Chancy in front. From in second place down the inside is Lakeside Lad. Racing in the third berth then on the outside is 10 Shook Men, and they're being followed in turn in fourth place by Rory's Comet. There's a break of 3 or 4 lengths to racing in fifth is the warm favourite Penny Out. In turn, Penny Out is 5 lengths over the next one up, which is Mucky Man, who in turn is clear of Amacane Leader. And then after Amacane Leader, you've got High Moat, who races there in the middle of the pack with Supreme Emmett, and still towards the back is I'm Home and Was I. So as they all get away from this next fence, and She's Chancy is in the lead as they make the turn out into the country for the second time. She's Chancy, this mare with a half-length advantage, as they are about to reappear for the second time. In behind in second is 10 Shook Men. Third place is held by Rory's Comet, this one when it's maiden earlier in the year up at Turilla. Closing up into fourth place over this fence is Penny Out, and then comes Lakeside Lad. Over that previous fence there, 10 Shook Men made a slight mistake, and Marie Dagg called a cab, but it was there when she needed 10 Shook Men underneath her, but jumps better at the next fence does 10 Shook Men. So they're well strung out in this Ladies Open as they head to halfway, and She's Chancy leads by 3 lengths. In second place is 10 Shook Men. Rory's Comet is in third, then Penny Out sitting pretty in 4. Fifth place is Lakeside Lad, a break of a dozen lengths or more to Mucky Man, who in turn is 8 lengths clear of High Moat and Supreme Emmett, in turn clear from Amacane Leader, and then touring home in their own time after these are Was I and I'm Home. So meanwhile, the leaders take the 7 from the finish, and these 5 in front are covered by about 5 lengths, with She's Chancy in front. In second place is 10 Shook Men. Taking the wide route into the home straight are Rory's Comet and Penny Out, and there's a break of 3 or 4 lengths then to Lakeside Lad, who in turn is about 8 lengths clear from its stable companion Mucky Man. So they bear down upon the fence, which is the 6th from the finish, and it's She's Chancy and 10 Shook Men taking off and landing together at this fence. Up in the third is Penny Out. In fourth place then, you've got Rory's Comet just getting a reminder. Also getting a reminder in fifth is Lakeside Lad, and they're clear in turn from Mucky Man and High Moat. But as the race begins to heat up a little bit now, as 10 Shook Man is driven to a length advantage as they come to this next fence. 10 Shook Man, She's Chancy, sitting right in behind, ready to pounce if good enough, is Penny Out. And these 3 now beginning to forge away from the 4th running horse, which is Rory's Comet, and then Lakeside Lad, and after Lakeside Lad is Mucky Man. One who made a bad mistake at that fence there was High Moat. Not too sure whether it survived or not, but did hit the fence very hard. We'll have to wait and see when they reappear whether it's still in action. But Towards the business end, in the lead, it is 10 Shook Men from Penny Out now, moseying up on the outside into second. Driven along in third is She's Chancy. There's a break in the field then to Lakeside Lad, and then after Lakeside Lad in the 5th place. In behind these then, and weakening all the time, is Rory's Comet. But a new leader, because Penny Out, the warm favourite, has breezed through to lead for Claire McMahon. Driven in second is 10 Shook Men, and then She's Chancy. And away from this fence, Penny Out has 2 dangers, and they're the 2 fences in front of it as they go down the hill for the final time. Penny Out by 5 lengths, and it's extending this lead at her leisure is Claire McMahon on Penny Out. In second place then is 10 Shook Men. She's Chancy's in third. Lakeside Lad is in fourth, and then mustering a late effort is Mucky Man. But as they come on the colour, bringing him towards the fence, which is 2 from the finish, and it's Penny Out. But a 10-length advantage as they come down to the second last. Penny Out, ears pricked at the second last, negotiates this fence safely. 10 Shook Men over in second. A very tired leap in third by She's Chancy, who's going to be pegged back for that third position by one of the Hurley runners, either Lakeside Lad or Mucky Man. But Penny Out has pulled away to a 12-length lead as they meet the rising ground for the final time in the Ladies Open. And it's the Ladies Champion jockey-elect Claire McMahon going to set this season the best score by a lady rider in about 20 years. It's Penny Out well clear for the Davy Christie yard. They didn't have a great visit down to Drumahan a few weeks ago, Claire and Davy, but they're getting it right here today, because Penny Out is coming home very readily for an emphatic victory. Hardly know he had a race. Penny Out won by, what, 15-20 lengths. Late for second is Lakeside Lad, and Mucky Man makes it a 2-3 for Martin Hurley. Fourth was 10 Shook Men, and back in 5th place She's Chancy, and also going to complete the course in 6th position is I'm Home.
The result of the third race: first number 14, second number 12, third number 11. Number 16 was fourth. Distances were 15 lengths, 2 lengths and 2 lengths. 14, 12, 11. Number 16 was fourth, 15 lengths, 2 lengths and 2 lengths. The fourth race, the maiden race for 5-year-old and up mares, sponsored by Martin O'Callaghan. This race has been divided. In the first division there are 11 runners. The runners and riders: 1, Mr. J.T. Carroll. Over the page, number 7, Mr. T. Feeney.